Good afternoon, everyone. It's time for Strat-O-Matic baseball. Hey, Franklin, how's it going? Hello there, Kenyon. How you doing? Today, it's the first game of a doubleheader, and the third game of the four-game series between the Cleveland Indians at the Chicago White Sox. And hello to Ben. I tell you, as the weather gets gloomier here and I guess the letdown from being home from my long trip in California, kind of the holiday blues setting in a bit. The point being, how much this means to me to have you guys here. I look forward to this every day. Hello, Kelly, and greetings, Mike. Good afternoon to all. There's Thomas. Hello there. We've got two good pitchers on the mound today. Sonny Siebert for the Indians, Gary Peters for the White Sox. Cleveland, 17-12. They come into the game. They're just 3 games out of first place behind the Orioles. They are in 5th place. The White Sox 11-19, 9.5 games out. They're in 9th place. Only the Yankees trail the White Sox. Part of the reason why: the White Sox pitch, but they do not hit. And I promised I'd take a look at run differentials. Okay, these two teams in particular, the White Sox are minus 22 in run differential. The Indians are plus 20. 5 teams are plus, 5 teams are minus. The Orioles lead by far with it. No, they don't. I take that back. Wow. Minnesota with a plus 51. Baltimore plus 45. Then it's 20 Cleveland, 20 Detroit, 19 Kansas City again. The worst run differential is the Red Sox. They're minus 50. Yeah, the Yankees minus 28. Yankees a better run differential than Boston and Washington. So the White Sox have pitched well. They're tied for 3rd in the league in team ERA, but they haven't hit. Cleveland, just slightly better than average in team ERA, but they hit a bit. 2 good starters here. Let's look at their cards. Siebert, a righty. Peters, a lefty. We can take a look at what they've done in the replay here. For Siebert, he's 4-2 with a 4.40. This is his 7th start. He has 3 complete games. 43 innings of work, 45 hits, 32 strikeouts. Let's take a look at Peters now. Peters 2-4 with a 4.03. This is his 8th start. 51 innings, 58 hits, 32 strikeouts. Yeah, I hear you, Ben. I am in a funk, trying to snap out of it here. I'm glad to have Strat-O-Matic and glad to have all of you guys, that's for sure. Went to the grocery store today. Took Mookie in the car, but he didn't want to go in. He used to go into the store. He doesn't do it anymore. He fights me. So I'm not going to make him do it. Okay, let's get the lineup for Cleveland. It's going to be Dick Hauser leading off at shortstop. Max Alvis at third base hits second. Chuck Hinton in left field hits third. Rocky Colavito, the cleanup man, in right. Jim Landis will be in center today, hitting fifth. Chico Simone is at first base in the 6th spot. Pedro Gonzalez at second base. And Joe Askew behind the plate round out the lineup with Siebert, the pitcher, batting 9th. Chicago defensively has John Romano doing the catching. McCraw at first, Buford and Weiss up the middle, Freeze at third. Cater, AG, and Floyd Robinson from left to right in the outfield. Has every team played each other? I kind of think so. No, maybe not. Okay, Cleveland's played, without really delving too deeply into it, Cleveland's played 29 games. There's 9 other teams in the league. To play everybody a 3-game series, they'd have to play 27. The White Sox have played 30. There's another way to look at this. Hang on, let me go to the league stats. We'll look at... That's kind of hard to figure that way. Baltimore hasn't played Kansas City. Where's Cleveland? Cleveland, for some reason, has only played 1 game against Detroit. That's what I'm looking at, man. Yeah, the team by team. So to summarize, I would say no, but almost. The Orioles have not played the Athletics. That's coming up soon on the schedule, I know that. Could be a battle for first place at that point. Okay, I'll turn our attention to this one. Peter's ready to work now. Here's Dick Hauser to lead things off. Hauser batting .250 on the season, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Peters gets the sign from Romano. And here's the pitch to Hauser on a 6-2 right-handed. It's a fly ball to left field X. That's going to be Cater. This could be an adventure. Cater of 4E16. Is that right? Wait a minute. 4E14, I beg your pardon. Here's the play on a 16. He makes a fine running catch. He had to go way back on that. And he catches it for the first out. So 7X, nice play, Cater. Hopefully I'm not the only one surprised by that. Here's Max Alvis. Alvis hitting .250, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. Peters into the windup. Benz for Cleveland. It's a 3-12 lefty, and he hits him on a 1. Oh my goodness. And you know what that means. It's a benches clearing situation. All hell is broken loose on the field, and when the dust settles, we're going to have to roll for the ejection. On an 18, batter and pitcher are thrown out of the game. Oh my goodness, what a blow that is for the White Sox especially. The umpire apparently has determined that Peters hit Alvis on purpose. Alvis charged the mound. Punches were thrown. I couldn't see exactly what was going on down there. But in the end, both players are ejected from the game. The call will go down to the Chicago pen. Let's see who could suck up some innings down there. They used Horlin in real life. He's a 4-inning reliever. That would make the most sense here. Joe Horlin's going to come in. Horlin is primarily a starter for the most part. He's made 7 starts, 1 relief appearances, 1 and 2 with a 4.18. And he's going to come in and take over for Peters, who's thrown out of the game. Elvis also thrown out of the game, so we need another third baseman and a pinch runner for Cleveland. Let's see what they've got. What's Bob Allen doing in there? Okay. Okay, they don't really have a third baseman, so someone's going to have to change positions here. Frank Umont, oh my God. He threw me. Okay, Hinton could play. Now Hinton can play first. This is going to be tough. Looks like Simone is going to go to third base. So we would need a first baseman in this spot. That's a little easier to cover. We can bring Whitfield in to play first. So Whitfield will come on and run for Elvis. He'll stay in the game at first, where he's a 4E15, 1 through 9 runner. Chico Simone will move down to third. Let's find him here, where he is a 4E18. Holy cow, give me a minute here to adjust. I have to admit, that took me completely by surprise. No, Horland actually pitched in this game in relief, Mike, in real life, so I know he's good to go. Next three starters up for this ball club would be Howard, Buzzhart, Tommy John. Yeah, are you impressed? I look ahead, yeah. Okay, Whitfield's at first, one down. Here's Chuck Hinton now. Wow, is that so? Thank you, Thomas. Wow, that's incredible. What happened in that game? Does anybody know? Let's look up Hinton's stat while we're waiting to find out. Hinton's batting .313, 4 homers, 15 RBIs. Oh yeah, we gotta, hang on a second here. We gotta get Horland in there. I wonder why he came out. Wouldn't that be something? Okay, here's Horland now. He's ready to go to work. He got some extra time to warm up because of the situation. Horland out of the stretch. He comes in there with a 5-2. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Cater backs up and takes it on the track. That'll bring up Rocky Colavito. Colavito leading the club in batting at .357. Also in home runs with 7. And he has 17 RBIs. Horland checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch to Rocky. It's a 1-3 right-handed foul ball left side. That's going to be Freeze to make the catch. Pop out to third, and the side is retired. So a wild top of the first. No runs, no hits, a man left. There were 2 ejections, a hit batter, followed by 2 ejections. And after half an inning of play, Cleveland nothing, Chicago coming to bat. It doesn't give any more information, huh, Thomas? Maybe he hurt himself. Let's look at his innings total. He had 205 innings. That's a pretty healthy season. 27 starts. He also pitched a little bit in relief. Just trying to piece some of the numbers together. Wouldn't that be something if he was ejected in real life? My guess is he hurt himself. perhaps a minor injury and they didn't want to take any chances. I'm going with that. I just saw Ben's comment. Yeah, I guess Peters isn't in line for the win. It's been a tough replay so far for Peters, who had a 1.98 ERA in real life. Okay, let's get to the White Sox lineup here as Siebert warms up. It's Al Weiss leading off at short. Don Buford at second base at the 2 spot. Tommy Agee in center hits third. Floyd Robinson will bat cleanup and play right. Tom McCraw's back in the lineup at first base. John Romano will do the catching and hit sixth. Danny Cater in left field. And Gene Freese at third base round things out with Peters hitting ninth. The White Sox defensively have Romano catching, McCraw at first, Buford and Weiss up the middle with Freese down at third, and the outfield left to right of... Hang on, what am I doing? The Indians are in the field, Steve. It's Askew catching. Yeah, deja vu, I already did that. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, it's Askew catching, Whitfield at first now. Gonzalez Hauser up the middle. Chico Simone's over at third. He started the game at first base. Did not take the field at first base, however. He takes the field at third base, and the outfield left to right of Hinton, Landis, and Colavito. For a hangover. I like that, Frank. I'm sure that's true. That's another thing missing from today's game, right, is the human element. These 60s boys like to party. Okay, Siebert's ready to work now. Weiss will start things off. Light hitting shortstop, just 136, 6 for 44. No homers, 3 RBIs. A switch hitter will hit lefty against Sonny Siebert. And here's the windup on the pitch. It's going to be a 3-6 right-handed. He struck him out. Weiss, not much of a hitter. Look at that card against righties. There's nothing there. That's your leadoff man? I'm sorry, I normally don't, but yeah. Here's Buford. There it is. He was injured. Okay, that makes more sense. But isn't that something that would happen? Well, that's why Harlan came in long then in real life here. Harlan and then Fisher. It was a close game, 3-2. Sam McDowell actually came on to get the save in real life. And I would do that if it's close. Otherwise, we'll use the normal bullpen pecking order. Buford hitting 246, 3 homers, 18 RBIs. That leads the ball club, by the way. Batting left-handed against Siebert. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch to Buford. That's going to be a 2-7, and he walks him. Buford, very adept at drawing the walk. For Don now, that is his 13th walk of the season. Very fast on the bases as well, a star 17. Let's check the battery. Siebert a 0. Askew with a fine -2 arm. That would make Buford a 15. They're going to hold him at 13. White Sox love to run. They've stolen 20 bases, been caught 7 times. Tommy Agee, probably their best player coming to bat, but he's off to a horrendous start. 198, and still looking for his first home run. Well, he's going to hit away from the stretch. The pitch to Siebert is a 2-2, and he hits him. Oh, my. Siebert hits their best player. Okay. You can read into that whatever you like. So this is May 22nd. So Peter's missed some time. Yeah, if we were playing payback rules, right, we could roll for a... We could do the ejection chart, but only have it count for the pitcher. Seven through 20, right? That's not in my rules, though, so realistic or not, Siebert's going to get away with that one. A warning has been issued, however, okay? At the very least, we can say that. Warning is issued to both sides now. Frank Umont does not want this to become a beanball war. Alrighty, first and second, here's Floyd Robinson. Robinson hitting .282, 4 homers, a dozen RBIs, left-handed batter. Siebert, a check of the runners. That's going to be a 5-6 left-handed. It's a double to 7 on a 17. It's a 2-star single. Buford will cross the plate with the game's first run, and the White Sox take a 1-0 lead. AG goes all the way to third. And they've got him cornered with 1 down. Robinson, a star 18. Minus 216. He'll be held at 14. And he's going to roll for the lead. He needs a 6. 8. He does not get it. And here's McCraw. Tommy McCraw just 8 for 67. That's a 119 average. Card looks decent to me. Slow start for Tommy. Here's the pitch with the infield at double play depth. No, it can't be. Yes, it can be. Runner held. Infield has to be back. That settles that, and here's the pitch to McCraw. It's a 6-9 lefty, swung on and missed, strike 3. It's a huge strikeout there for Siebert, his second of the inning. And with 2 away, it will be up to the catcher, John Romano. Romano batting .279. 5 home runs, 14 RBIs. Oh my God, he even looks like him. Hang on, you gotta see this. I'm sorry, I normally don't do this. Okay, there's Mookie up there, and then, oh hell, he got away. There was another cat outside down here with similar coloring. For a second there, I'm thinking, he didn't get outside, did he? Where the hell did he go? And this is not one of the usual 2 cats that I've seen around here. Well, he's gone now. He or she. Pretty big cat. Bigger than Mook. Of course, he's only 7 months old. I still think he's big for his size. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, for a second there, I'm like, wait a second. There's no way he could have gotten outside. Okay. Thank you, Thomas, for the research. Here's Romano. 279, 5 homers, 14 RBIs. Siebert trying to get out of this inning with just the 1. Pitch to Romano is a 1-6. He walks him to load the bases. So feast or famine here for Siebert in the first. He struck out 2, but he's also walked 2 and hit a batter. He is all over the place with his control today. And now the Sox have the bases loaded, 2 down. And Danny Cater at the plate. Cater hitting .262, just 11 for 42, just 1 home run. Siebert's pitch is a 2-8. Slow roller to third. Charging is Simone. He goes down to Gonzalez for the force, and that will retire the side. The White Sox get a run on one hit with the aid of 2 walks and a hit batter after 1 inning of play, and it's been a wild first inning. White Sox lead it 1-0. And welcome to Jeffrey. Okay, wait a minute. There he is. Hang on. There's the other cat. He's back. He's so on logs. He's oblivious to the whole situation. But yeah, he's got kind of similar markings, wouldn't you say? Yes, thanks once again for baseball reference, right? There's the calico and the orange cat I'm familiar with. This is a new one. Hello, Robbie. Retro Bowl, a modern version of Tecmo Bowl. Well, you're going to have to help me out there, Robbie. I don't know what either of those things are. Mike's one play on my 64. Oh, I play on my 50. If an injury is rolled, the player has to leave the game. I do that in most of my leagues, Mike. I don't in this one because I'm using the actual lineups. Is it a bowling game? No, it's football. Football games. Okay, here's Horland now. 1-0 White Sox. Jim Landis will lead things off for Cleveland. Landis just 4 for 32 on the season, trying to get it going. Only 1 RBI so far for Jim. Horland into the windup. That's going to be a 1-5 right-handed, and he draws the leadoff walk. So Landis aboard to start the second. Not a threat to run. Horland a +2. Romano a +1. That's 3. That would be 16. And he's got a pretty good chance to get the lead. They're going to have to hold Landis at 14, even though he's not a star stealer. Now with Simone up, he's going to try for it. 2 through 4 and 11. 3. He's got the lead. 1-14, the pitch to Simone. Here's the throw from Romano. He's stolen it. So Jim Landis swiped second. I'm going to guess that's his first steal. Let's take a look. It is. First steal of the season for Landis. The combination would have to be right for him to try that, and it was. Not a star with a 13. 13 on the good lead, of course. Simone just 1 for 18 on the season. Miserable start for Chico. He's trying to get it going. Here's the next pitch from Horland. That's going to be a 6-8 right-handed. Base hit into left field. Simone comes through. Landis can try to score on that. It's to left. It's a 1-15. Cater a +1, 1-16. They're going to send him. Now what to do with Simone? Early in the game, they're going to cut it off. Landis is going to score, and they're going to cut that throw off and hold Simone at first. So it's an RBI single for Simone. We're all tied up. With Horland on the mound and Romano catching, it's Cleveland who may be doing the running today. 20, he's held at 18. He's going to try to roll that 5. On a 1, it's the pickoff number. So that is, oh God, now I've got to look that up. Unless Ben wants to help me out here. I think it is his second number minus the catcher. Is there any other addition? So it's 11. Does the catcher come into play there, Ben? So is it a straight 11, or do you add Romano's +1? Just the number, no adjustment. So it's an 11. 1 through 11, he's safe. 12 or over, he's picked off. 11, he's just back to the bag. Oh, my goodness. What a weird game so far. Thank you, Ben. Save me pulling out the rule book. So Harlan almost picked Simone off of first. Pedro Gonzalez is the batter. He's hitting .276 on the season. Here's the pitch from the stretch. It's a 1-5 right-hander. A triple on a 1. That's going to hold up in left field on a 19 for K. Siebert's had the strikeout pitch working, but he's also been a little bit wild so far. And here is Harlan now, who's a 1-hitting pitcher, so we have to switch that out. Harlan, a right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. 4-6 right-handed. It's a slow roller to third. Charging is Simone. Nice play. Throws him out 2 down. That'll turn the lineup over. And here's the shortstop, Weiss. Struck out his first time against Siebert. Here's the windup. And here's the pitch. It's a 5-5 to the lefty. That's going to be a single to 11. He's a weak on the 14. It's going to drop and roll to the wall. Colavito gets it back in. Weiss is in with a 2-out double. So the light-hitting Weiss for the 2-out double. Pretty good speed out there. The batter will be Buford. Isn't it? What a strange game. Oh, we had the wheel of death. Okay, hang on a second. Let me try to bring it back. Buford is up. Yep, we're live. Okay, we're good. Runner on second, 2 down. Here's Buford, who walked his first time up. Siebert's pitched to the lefty. 2-6 righty, grounder down to first base. Whitfield will take it himself, and that will do it in the second. No runs to hit, 1 left on. 2 innings in the books. It's a 1-1 tie. I tell you, all things considered, it could have been worse for the White Sox. I mean, not that they want Peters to get ejected, but at least they had Harlan ready to go along, which he did in real life, coincidentally. Then we move along to the third. Siebert will start it off. Right-handed batter, a 1W. Here's the pitch from Harlan. It's a 4-9 right-handed. It's a single to 4. Fly ball to left field. Cater makes the catch. Roll of a 7, he's out. And here's Dick Hauser, the shortstop. Hauser flew to left his first time. In fact, 4 putouts already for Danny Cater in left. Harlan into the windup. That's a 4-9 right-handed. Single to 4 on a 17. It's a fly ball to left. Another play for Cater. So the White Sox are hitting everything in the air to left field. And here's Whitfield. Whitfield's first at bat of the game. Let's see what he's doing on the season. 227, 5 home runs, and a team-leading 18 RBIs for Fred. Here's the pitch from Harlan. 3-4, pops him up right side. McCraw will take it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Joe Horland. I keep expecting Joel Horland to pop in. Somehow, by using the force, sensing that Horland's on the mound today. I'm laughing at Mike's comment. Apparently he's going to miss some starts. So yeah, I mean, we go by the scheduled starter. So it looks like he won't pitch again until, what, June 10th, did you say? Something like that. Siebert's going to face the heart of the order in the bottom of the third. Agee, he was plunked in the first. Siebert into the windup. The pitch to Agee, a 4-12 right-handed. It's a ground ball to short. Weiss handles it, throws him out, 1 down. Wait a second, how could Weiss handle it? It's Hauser. Good grief, I got the wrong team. Sorry guys, my apologies. Grounder to Hauser. Throws him out. Here's Robinson. RBI single in the first. Siebert into the windup. That's going to be a 2-7 right-handed. It's a double to 8. On a 16, he'll settle for a long single, and Floyd Robinson is 2 for 2. -2, he's 16, held at 14. He's going to roll for it. He needs a 6. 3, he does not get the lead. Here's the next pitch to Tommy McCraw. On a 3-7 right-hander, he lofts a fly ball into center. Landis backs up a few steps and puts it away for the second out. Two down, and here's Romano. He walked his first time up. Runner takes his lead from first. Here's the pitch from the stretch. That's a 1-12 right-handed. He struck him out. Fourth strikeout for Siebert. That ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left. 3 innings in the books and a 1-1 tie. Game settling down a little bit here now. Wild beginning to this one. We already had 2 players thrown out of the game. If you missed it, second batter of the game, Max Elvis, was hit. He charged the mound. Both benches emptied. And him and White Sox starter Gary Peters were both ejected. So that takes us to the fourth. Heart of the order for Cleveland. Hinton, Colavito, and Landis. Hinton 0 for 1. Horland into the windup. That's a 2-10 right-handed. It's a grounder down to third. Routine for Freeze. Over to McCraw, 1 down. Here's Rocky now. Popped up to third his first time. I'm trying to warm up my hands here. Horland into the windup. Here's the pitch to Colavito. That's a 4-6 right-handed. Ground ball up the middle. Weiss there to cut it off. Turns and fires in time. 2 down. And here's Landis with 2 out. Walked, stole second, and scored in the second. Scored the only Cleveland run today. Horland's pitch. 3-6 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Horland, who's done a really nice job. Retires the side in order. He's retired 8 in a row. Actually 9 if you count the double plays too. How would you count that? That's a good question. I think I'd call it 8 in a row. And he's now worked 3 2/3 innings. He is in his first endurance inning. Actually, he was after the out of Hinton. That began his first endurance inning. He's a 4. Obviously, under the circumstances, the White Sox will try to go as far as they can with Horlin. Here's Siebert now. Bottom of the lineup for Chicago. Danny Cater will start things off. He's 0 for 1. You know, I would like to think that's true, Ben. Siebert into the windup. The pitch to Cater. That's a 1-5 right-handed ground ball to short. It's a little slow roller. Hauser charging it, throws him out. That'll bring up Freese, the third baseman. He struck out his first time against Siebert. Here's the windup and the pitch. Up to 5-6 right-handed. It's a triple to 3 on a 10. He'll settle for a long single. It's a 1-out single. Freese with some speed. Not great running speed, but he is a star 15 stealer. -213. With the pitcher up, they're not going to hold him. Horlin is a B bunter, however. We're going to roll for the infield inner back. Infield will be back. He's going to lay it down as a B. Squares to bunt. 8B. It's a successful bunt. That moves Freese to second. And with 2 away, it'll be up to Weiss. Weiss 1 for 2 with a double. Siebert with the pitch. That's a 1-8 right-handed. Pops him up. Gonzalez will take it. And that'll do it in the 4th. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We're through 4 in a 1-1 game. Holy cow. By the way, that other cat is still just laying on the mat out there just outside the slider. We move along to the 5th inning. Horlin ready to go to work. Chico Simone will lead things off. He singled to drive in the only Cleveland run of the day so far. Horlin gets the sign from Romano. The windup and the pitch is a 1-9. That's a grounder to short. It's routine for Weiss, who throws him out. 1 away, and here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 1. Horlin gets the sign from Romano. The windup, here's the pitch. 110 right-handed. It's a double to 3 on a 15. That's going to hang up in center. A.G. drifts back and hauls it in. A.G., a marvelous outfielder. He was Franklin, but he was today, but he was in the front. He was on the harness and leash. I took him to the store with me, so we walked to and from the car, and that was it. He hasn't been out back. It's 27 degrees out there. You know, I don't believe that. Hang on, I'm going to check that again. That does not seem possible. Seriously, that's what it says. Well, if that's true, it sure as hell cooled off in a hurry. It was about 43 when I went to the supermarket. I'm going to check a more reliable source here. Sorry about this. It doesn't really matter. I'm all hung up on the weather here. But see, this says it's 50. That seems more realistic. That's National Weather Service. 2 down. Here's Askew. Horlin into the windup. Pitch to Joe is a 3-3 right-handed. It's a slow roller to first. McCraw will take it himself. It's a race to the bag. Askew is out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Horland. Horland now 4 2/3 innings of solid relief. And it's 1-1. And it would appear that Horland will be taking Siebert's rotation spot for a little while. Bottom of the fifth, it's Buford, Agee, and Robinson. Buford 0 for 1 with a walk. Siebert stares in to get the sign. There's the pitch to Buford. It's a 3-5. Base hit into right field. Buford's aboard. Buford with great speed. -2. He's a 15. They're going to hold him at 13. And we're going to gamble. I'm not a big fan of stealing at 13, but he's going to try for that lead with Agee at the plate. 2 through 6 or 9. 7, he does not get the lead. Back number, he would be in 13 -4. He'd be a 9. So he'll stay put. Agee will swing away. Siebert out of the stretch. That's a 6-4 right-handed. It's a grounder to short X. That could be 2. Remember, though, this is Hauser at short, a 4E42. Here's the play. On A6, he's not going to get that one. He knocks it down, has no play. It'll go as an infield single, and Chicago puts the first 2 men on. Buford stops at second. And here's Floyd Robinson now. Future combatants, and that's right, Kyle. And welcome. Yeah. Oh, great. Another storm. Another Gulf storm. Robinson's 2 for 2. Siebert in a jam here in a tie ball game. An 8-inning starter, so that's of no concern as far as endurance goes. But he's got first and second, nobody out. Robinson at the plate, McCraw on deck. From the stretch, the pitch to Floyd is a 1-7 right-handed. It's a fly ball into center. Playable for Landis, makes the catch, and runners will hold. So here's Tommy McCraw now, 0 for 2 in this one. Off to a horrible start. Came into the game hitting 119. Siebert with the pitch. It's a 1-5, a triple to 5. It's a 2-star single for McCraw. He comes through. Buford in to score, and the White Sox take the lead. Agee all the way to third. RBI single for Tommy McCraw. It's 2-1 Chicago. McCraw, star 15, and one of those rare players who's automatic to get the lead. That's right, 2 through 12, he gets the lead. So let's check the battery. -2, 13. Cleveland really needs to keep the double play in order here, so they're going to have to hold him on. Take away any thoughts of stealing, makes him an 11. Infield at double play depth, Romano at the plate. 0 for 1 with a walk. Siebert in a jam here. The pitch to Romano. 1-9 right-handed. He struck him out. Huge strikeout for Siebert. His 5th of the game. And that'll leave it up to Danny Cater. He's 0 for 2 today. He's probably tired from all that running around in the outfield. He has, count them, 5 putouts. Runners take their lead. The pitch to Cater. 5-10 right hand. It's a shallow fly ball into left. Hinton coming on and makes the catch. And Seabird wiggles out of it, just allowing the 1 run. 3 hits, 2 left on. 5 innings in the books. It's 2-1 White Sox. 2 struggling players come through. Okay, here's Horlin. Now trailing in the 6th. This is a moment of truth, isn't it? I'd really like to stay with Seabird here. Okay, I'm going to put my manager hat on here. Think for Cleveland. I'm Cleveland. I want Seabird staying in the game. He's going to bat. Here's the pitch from Horland. 3-6. It's a grounder to short. Weiss has it. Throws him out 1 down. That'll bring up Hauser. Hauser 0 for 2. Horland into the windup. That's a 4-12 right-handed. That is going to be a single to left field. Homer to 13. Hauser a weak. It's a long single to left. Hauser with his first hit of the day. He's a star 15 stealer. Horland +2. Romano +1. So 18. He's held at 16. But he has the terrible 7 through 10 automatic caught. So that'll deter him trying for the lead. He does have to be held, however, and here's Whitfield. Horland getting the sign, now working out of the stretch. The pitch to Fred is a 2-10. It's a high fly ball to deep right field. Robinson starts back and just turns around and watches that one land halfway up the seats. It's a 2-run blast for Whitfield, and Cleveland takes the lead. 2-10 right-handed, no doubt about that one. Whitfield came into the game leading the team in RBIs. That's his 6th home run of the season. RBIs 19 and 20. Kapow! Fred Whitfield. And now there's activity in the White Sox pen. Mostly right-handers do. They're going to get Jack LeMabe throwing. One more hitter walk now will fatigue Horland. Chuck Hinton will be the batter. There's only 1 away. Hinton 0 for 2 on the day. Horland gets the sign. 2-6. He walks him, and he is fatigued. So here comes Stanky. He's gone as far as he can with Horland, who just ran out of gas here. The call goes to the pen. LeMabe jogging in. 5 innings of relief for Horland. He only allowed 3 hits. Walked a pair. Just 1 strikeout for Horland. Here's LeMabe, the right-hander. Ah, good job, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. LeMabe's going to go into Cater's spot. We'll get a new left fielder or outfielder. Ken Berry's going to come in. He'll go to the 9 spot and play left. Much thanks to Mike. Mike knows that's my weak spot. He's got my back. Barry in left, he's awesome out there. He's a 1E3 with a +1. Good runner, too, a 15. Well, he would bat second. LeMahieu getting loose. Let's check his numbers. He's been terrible. He's only been in 3 games, but he's been pounded. He's 0-2 with a 7.2 ERA, 5 innings of work, 5 hits, 1 of them a homer. That aside, it's a pretty good card against righties, and that's what's coming up. Starting with cleanup man Rocky Colavito. So LeMahieu ready to work, runner at first. Let's check that now. Hinton's got speed. He drew the walk. He's a star 15. LeMahieu also a 0. Askew a -2. They're not going to hold him. They don't think he'll run with Rocky at the plate, and they would be correct. LeMahieu ready to work. From the stretch, the pitch to Rocky. 4-5 right-handed. It's a ground ball to short. It's a tailor-made double play ball for Weiss to Buford to McCraw. 6-4-3. So LeMahieu comes in and quickly puts out the fire with a double play grounder. However, the Indians take the lead with 2 runs on 2 hits. A 2-run shot by Fred Whitfield. And it's 3-2 Cleveland now, going to the bottom of the 6th. And Siebert's still out there. So the strategy working out well for the Indians, at least so far. Plenty of ball game left here today. Freese, Berry, and Weiss due for the White Sox. Freese 1 for 2. Siebert gets the sign from Askew. Here's the pitch to Freese. It's a 3-3 righty, and he walks him. So Siebert immediately puts the tying run on. -2. He would be a 13. Ken Berry, the hitter, came in the double switch, thanks to Mike again. Lots of possibilities here. Freese representing the tying run. They're going to hold him, make him an 11. Berry could lay one down, but he's a pretty good hitter. Berry's going to hit away. Siebert out of the stretch. The pitch to Berry on a 1-12. Lomax. He lines it to third. Simone back to Whitfield, double play. How about that? Last thing I expected was going to happen there. 2 down, and here's the shortstop Weiss. 1 for 3 on the day. Siebert delivers. It's a 3-12, and he hits him. Holy cow, that's the second one for Siebert, and he was warned. That's going to be an ejection roll for Siebert. We will not count the batter here, but pitcher ejected 7 through 20. Here's the roll. He's thrown out of the game. Oh my goodness, what a wild game. And now it's Tebbets who's pissed off. Umont strikes again. 3 hit batters in this one. Weiss is down at first with 2 down. Now Cleveland's going to the pin. Switch right, left. That could be a good spot for Allen. That's a very good spot for Bob Allen, the lefty. He's going to come in here. Allen will get some extra time to warm up. So both starting pitchers ejected in this one. As this game has started to turn into a real beanball war. Siebert in his 5 2/3, 2, 3, 6, 7 hits. 2 runs so far. Runner at first is his responsibility. He walked 3, hit 2. Struck out 5. The crowd is all worked up now. I'm checking the attendance of this crowd. I have to go forward to the next game of the doubleheader. Just over 40,000 packed the place. And they are quite vocal at the moment. Franklin may be feeling a little less safe in the South Side after all that's transpired. And the batter will be Buford as the dust settles. Bob Allen's ready to work. Buford will turn around and bat right-handed against the lefty. Buford 1 for 2 with a walk today. He scored twice. 2 away from the stretch. The pitch to Buford is a 1-11. It's a ground ball to third. That's playable for Simone, who throws him out to retire the side. Oh, another wild inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. Third hit batter of the game. And after 6 innings of play, it's Cleveland 3, Chicago 2. Here's LeMabe now. He came on in the 6th and served up the double play ball to get out of that inning. He'll be looking at Landis, Simone, and Gonzalez. Landis 0 for 1 with a walk. LeMabe gets the sign from Romano. Here's the pitch now to Landis. That's a 3-8 right-handed fly ball to left. That's playable for Cater, who puts it away. Another put out for Danny Cater. Isn't it? For that time period, it really is, Kyle. Do you think it's because it was a doubleheader? It was a Sunday. Whoops, Barry. Thank you, Mike. Put out to Barry. So first put out for Barry. Thank you. My apologies. I forgot to change that on my defensive chart. Okay, Barry's in left. Here's Simone. He's 1 for 2. LeMabe gets the sign. Here's the pitch on a 1-6 ground ball down to third. Freeze has it over to McCraw. 2 down. And here's Pedro 0 for 2. LeMabe set. Pitch to Gonzalez on a 4-3 right-handed. He bangs a single into right field. Gonzalez inside outs it and drops it into right for a 2-out hit. Gonzalez with good speed. Romano a +1, so it's 16. Gonzalez held at 14. With 2 down, he's going to let Askew hit. I'm going to let the dice decide. 1 to 3, he tries for the lead. He's trying for the lead. 2 through 6 or 10, he's out on a 12. 5, he gets the lead. 1 to 14, there he goes. Romano's throw, he's in there. Stolen base, Pedro Gonzalez. For Pedro, his 7th steal of the year. He's yet to be caught. It's a brawl today between these two clubs. Who would have thunk? Askew. The next pitch from LeMay is a 3-7 right-handed. It's a ground ball to short. Weiss has it, throws him out, and that'll do it in the 7th. No runs, a hit, 1 left. As we stretch for the 7th, the Indians lead 3-2. They've been running on the battery. A.G. Robinson and McCraw do a righty and 2 lefties, so Allen's going to come back out. And I'm going to get some coffee. So we'll take a look at the Mookie cam. Which, okay, get ready for this. Yeah, the other cat's still there. There's Mookie. The other cat has decided to camp out just outside the slider. I'm going to get some more coffee, so I'm going this way anyway. Let's go in here. There he is. He's still oblivious. So he does have kind of similar coloring. Looks well fed. Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, I remember it. Do you see him, Mookie? He's like, yeah, but I don't care. Just let me sleep. I'm going to top off that damn fine cup of coffee. Yeah, we're probably going to have to heat that up a little bit. It's a wild one in Chicago. It looks like his brother, doesn't it? No, Ben, I don't put any crap in my coffee. You know, when I go out to get coffee, if they ask me cream or sugar with that, I usually say, not if the coffee's any good. And that, about half the time, gets the full deer in the headlights look. I don't know how to respond to that. Heart of the order for the Sox. They trail by a run here in the bottom of the 7th. Bob Allen came on to get the last out of the 6th. He's facing A.G. Robinson. McCraw, maybe not. Allen's pitch to A.G. That's a 6-9 right-handed, and A.G. rips it over the third base bag and into the corner. Barry over to get it. Hinton over to get it. A.G. in standing with a double, and A.G.'s 2 for 3 with a hit by pitch today. So A.G.'s showing some signs of life. And the batter will be Robinson. Floyd 2 for 3 in this one. Tying run in scoring position, nobody out. And we're going to get a right-hander up in the Cleveland pen. That's going to be Steve Hargan, joined by Tom Kelly. So 2 right-handers in the Cleveland pen. Oh yes, that's as black as a steer's tuchus on a moonless prairie night. Here's Robinson, 2 for 3. Allen checks the runner. Now comes to the plate, 6-12. He pops him up. Left-handed first baseman Whitfield makes the catch. Runners hold. White Sox, left on left. They need to think about making a move here, and they're going to make a move. They're going to bring in Skowron to bat for McCraw. He'll also stay in the game at first. Skowron announced. And that's going to bring Tebbets out of the dugout. And he's going to pull Allen right here. So the chess match is on. He's going to go to a right-hander to face Skowron. And that's going to be Hargan. And there's Rick, always the voice of reason. Oh my goodness. So Allen just 2/3. 1 hit, and close the book on Siebert. Hargan on the replay, 10 appearances, no record, a 3.86 ERA in 16 innings of work. So here's Skowron. Right-hander Hargan brought on to face him. Runner in scoring position is the tying run. There's 1 away. Hargan checks the runner. The pitch to Moose Skowron. 2-6 right-handed. He struck him out. So Bertie Tebbets able to get the matchup to go his way. And now here's another right-handed batter, catcher John Romano. Romano 0 for 2 with a walk. Hargan staring in to get the sign. Here's the pitch to Romano. It's a 3-9 high fly ball to deep left field. Backing up on the track is Hinton, who hauls it in to end the inning. No runs a hit, tying run left in scoring position. And the White Sox once again fail to capitalize on a scoring opportunity. I could have double switched with the pitcher there too, and I again failed to do so. Okay, let's think this out. Pitcher's LeMahieu would lead off the bottom of the 8th. Cleveland leading. Seeing mostly right-handed batters, they'd like to either stick with Hargan or hand it over to the closer McMahon. McDowell is available. only because he did it in the real life game. However, that's just a guideline. Cleveland's going to bat for Hargan. McMahon loosening. Oh, wow, he sees him finally. How about that? That was the noise you heard. And Cleveland's going to go to the bench and bring up Leon Wagner to pinch hit. That'll get him stirring in the Sox pen. Thing is, who would they go to? Locker, probably. Locker or Wilhelm. Locker. Bob Locker warming. LeMahieu will start the inning. Here's Leon Wagner now. Wagner on the season. 351, 5 homers, 15 RBIs. LeMahieu with the windup. The pitch is a 5-5 left-handed fly ball to center and playable for Tommy Agee, who runs it down for the first out. That brings up Hauser, the shortstop. Hauser 1 for 3 as LeMahieu comes set. It's a 1-5 triple to 6 on an 11. That's going to be down for extra bases, and Hauser cruises into second with a double. And that's going to bring Stanky out to the mound. And that'll do it for LeMahieu. The one-out double for Hauser. Fred Whitfield coming up. Already has a home run in this game. No left-handers left in the White Sox pen. They're going to go to Locker. A lot of moves in this one. Tempers riding high on both teams. Two innings pitched for LeMahieu, 2 hits. All 3 runs charged to Horlin. Bob Locker. He's been their best pitcher. 1 and 2 with a pair of saves. 1.27 in 21 innings of work. Facing Fred Whitfield, who already has homered in this one. Whitfield wasn't even in the starting lineup. He was only brought into the game because Alvis was ejected. And now Locker pitching to Whitfield, a runner at second and 1 out. Here's the pitch. 6-5 left-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Weiss. A 3E68. Here's the roll on a 2. He can't get it. That's a single. 2 stars. The run will score. Whitfield comes through again with an RBI single. And a huge insurance run crosses the plate for the Tribe. Chuck Hinton will be the hitter now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Locker gets the sign from Romano. Here's the pitch to him. 5-7 right-handed. It's a grounder to short. Weiss has this one. Goes to Buford for 1. To McCraw, double play. 6-4-3 retires the side. But Cleveland picks up a big insurance run on 2 hits, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 4-2. Let's look at the Cleveland bench. We're going to get Hauser out of there. Larry Brown will come in and take over at short. A 3E31. Here's McMahon now. He's coming on to try to get the save. One and one with 1 save, 4.15, just 4 1/3 innings of work. Damn it, I did it again. Okay, they're going to have to hit for Locker. Run charge to LeMabe. Momentarily forgot that the pitcher was in the 7 spot, so I apologize for that. And here's Smokey Burgess to hit. He pitch hit in this game in real life. Burgess a good hitter, very slow. Let's see what he's done on the replay. Hasn't played much, that I can tell you. He's 0 for 5 on the season. He has drawn 3 walks. McMahon ready to work. The pitch to Smokey. 6-11 lefty. It's a fly to right field X. That's Floyd Robinson. That is not Floyd Robinson. That's Colavito. Rocky a 3E6 as he ranges towards the line. On an 18, he's there to make a fine running catch for the out. Nice play, Colavito. Burgess retired, and the batter will be Gene Freeze. Freeze 1 for 2 with a walk today. McMahon gets the sign from Askew. Pitch to Freeze on a 6-5 right-handed shallow fly to left field. Hinton patrolling, and he's got it. 2 down, and the batter will be Ken Berry. Berry 0 for 1, lined into a double play. McMahon ready. The pitch to Berry is a 5-6 right-handed. It's a slow roller to short. Charging is Brown, who throws him out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for McMahon. 8 innings in the books, 4-2 Indians. We need another pitcher for Chicago. That's going to be Hoyt Wilhelm. Fifth pitcher of the day for the Chi Sox. He's been in 4 games, 0-1 with a pair of saves, 1.80, 5 innings of work. You know the ERAs really don't mean that much when you're dealing with that few innings. In any case, he's going to have to face Colavito, Landis, and Simone. Trying to keep it at 2 runs. Rocky 0 for 3 today. Long day for Rocky. Wilhelm flutters the knuckler in there on a 5-7 righty. Ground ball to short. Weiss takes it and throws him out. Here's Jim Landis now, the center fielder, 0 for 2 with a walk. Wilhelm Knuckleball, 2-7, single on a 1. It's a liner, speared at third base by Freeze. 2 away quickly, and Chico Simone will be the hitter. Here's Wilhelm's pitch. 4-7, struck him out. 1-2-3 inning for Wilhelm. Yeah, and they have the second game. Fortunately, they got length out of Horlin. Horlin with 5 innings. Just for fun, let's look ahead to that second game and see what relievers were used. Okay, they used LeMahieu for an inning. And they still have closer Eddie Fisher. LeMahieu and Fisher pitched that game. Cleveland did not use a single reliever in this nightcap in real life. It was John O'Donohue all the way with a 3-hitter. I kind of don't expect that to duplicate. Bruce Howard got the start for Chicago. I want to thank everybody for watching, of course. Crazy game today. It's probably the weirdest game of the season. What do you think? McMahon trying to finish it off. Chicago's looking to the bench. They're going to bring in Ron Hansen to hit for Weiss. Hansen could stay in and play shortstop in the event they tie it up. So here's Ron Hansen, who for some reason hasn't been starting lately at short. McMahon gets the sign. Pitch to Hansen on a 5-3 is a grounder to the pitcher X. McMahon a 3-0. Here's the result of that play. On a 15, it's an 8. He makes the play. 1-3-X, 1 away. And Don Buford will be the hitter. Buford hitting left-handed now. 1 for 3 with a walk. McMahon set. The windup. The pitch to Buford. 1-8, single to 2. Oh my goodness, and that one is not flat. It's got to be flat. 5, he lines out to second. And the White Sox down to their last out is Tommy Agee. He's had a good day today. 2 for 3, was hit by a pitch. McMahon ready. The pitch to Agee. 5-8, it's a grounder to second base X. That's going to be Gonzalez. This should do it. 3-14, here's the play. On a 1, he can't get it. It's through into right field for a single. And there's still life in Chicago. Agee's 3rd hit of the day. Agee with great speed, but McMahon with a deadly -6 hold. -5 is the most you can have, so Agee would be a 12. Floyd Robinson, the tying run at the plate. He's 2 for 4 today. Not a ton of power, but he has 4 home runs on the season. McMahon checks the runner. Now from the stretch, the pitch to Floyd is a 2-11. It's a single into right field, an open single. Agee can try to go to third. 17-19. Colavito a -4. 15. They're sending him, and Cleveland will cut it off. That's a no-brainer there. Keep the tying run at first base. And that's Robinson, who not held would be a 13. 18 -5. No need to hold him. The batter is Skowron. Tying runs aboard. 2 down in the 9th. Moose Skowron at the plate. He's got some pop. Struck out his only at bat today. Romano on deck. McMahon staring in now. The pitch to Scouring. 3-10 righty. He pops him up. That's going to do it. It's Whitfield. Makes the catch, and that's the game. The White Sox challenge in the ninth. Again, however, their failure to hit with runners on base really comes back to bite them in this one. 4-2 is the final. Indians win it. I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. I agree, guys. Whitfield's the player of the game. Drove in 3 of the 4 runs. The game's only home run. See, they took the lead in the 6th. So Siebert was still in, so he gets the win. 5-2. McMahon gets the save. That's his second. Horland, no. Yes, Horland takes the loss. Hard luck loss for Horland. He drops to 1-3. Undermining, perhaps. It shouldn't, but he did a good job coming on for the ejected Peters. 3 ejections in this one. The total's on the game. The Indians in winning. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The White Sox 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Yeah, and Whitfield didn't even start the game. Exactly, Ben. Holy smoke, what a game. So you already know what tomorrow's game will be. Game 2 of the doubleheader, O'Donohue versus Howard. We'll see if they can come close to matching the intensity of this one. So I'm going to get out of here. Thanks again for watching. Before I do, though, hang on. We've got an interesting situation over here. He's looking at him. Yeah. What do you think, Mookie? Is that your buddy? Is that your long-lost brother? Oh yeah, you're so stealthy, yeah. He's unflappable. Okay. Well, the cat's... I think that one's asleep. Okay. Thanks, guys. Hey, have a great evening. I'm going to get out of here. Find something to eat. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.